Hey everyone, my name is Yakir, and we are going to talk about the future of chatbots. It is no secret that the chatbot market is growing rapidly. The current market size is around $3 billion, and it is projected to grow to more than $10 billion by 2026. We are talking about more than 20% growth year over year, which is very impressive. And while the technology is around from 1960, only recently advancement in AI and machine learning made chatbots widely available and used by billions of people around the world. And today, billions of people are using chatbots. Some of them do that on a daily basis, especially millennials. And the experience of talking with chatbots is not strange to people anymore. Most users even prefer talking with the chatbots when they are looking for instant answers. Most of the companies already implemented chatbots, whether this is on their website or as part of their technology stack. And while customer service chatbots are really dominating the field, we are starting to see more and more bots which are being used for other purposes. So these numbers are very promising, and I think that they clearly show the huge potential of chatbots. But we all know that there is a gap, and there is a problem. Because when you are actually talking with users about their experience with chatbots, and what do they think about the interactions they had with chatbots, you find that most people feel that the conversation is limiting. The interaction itself is unnatural. Most people don't really get the assistance they need from the chatbot. And most people just prefer to wait for a live agent. And it's even worse, because some of them, actually most of them, are talking with the chatbot just because this is the only way to get to a live agent. So think about it. We try to improve the state. We try to create a better experience for our users. We wanted to reduce the time or the need to talk with a live agent. And instead, what we did was to create additional layer in the process which just adds frustration. And I believe that there are several reasons why the current experience with chatbots feels limiting and unnatural to most people. So the first reason is the knowledge required for building a chatbot. The reality is that building a chatbot, even a simple one, in 2021 is too difficult for most people. If you don't have software development experience, if you are not a conversational designer, and you're trying to build a chatbot from scratch, it's probably too hard for you. And again, the reason for that is that most platforms were built for software developers or for conversational designers. And if you're just a business owner who wants to build a very simple chatbot to his business, it's probably going to be too difficult for you. And again, we're talking about simple bots. If you're talking about conversational bots, then you add a completely new dimension of complexity, because oftentimes you are required to know about machine learning. You need to understand how to train your components. And this is not a skill that an average person has. This is too much to ask from a business owner who just wants to build a simple conversational bot for his business. Another problem is around reusability. Because of the fragmentation in the space, because of the variety of options you have for building your bot, even experienced bot builders find themselves in a problem. Every time that they want to switch to a new platform, to build a new bot on a new platform, they need to start from scratch. No matter how many times you build a certain flow, no matter how many times you build a certain component, if you move to a new platform, you need to do it all over from scratch. And it's even worse, because sometimes, even if you stick to the same platform and you want to build a new bot, you need to build it from scratch. Sometimes, if you want to change the channel, so let's say that you build a bot for WhatsApp, now you want to deploy it to Facebook. Sometimes it means that you need to start from scratch. So think about the experience of a bot builder. You expect him to build the perfect component, the perfect flow. But it is impossible to do that over and over and over again. And this is why, most of the time, the result is not great components and very low quality flows. And this is a very different experience than what other builders experience in different fields. Think about software development, for example, where reusability is a core component of the field. So a software developer needs to focus only on its business problem. He gets most of the basic construct, most of the basic components, he gets directly from the ecosystem. He doesn't need to think about this stuff. And this is why the overall quality is really influenced by these pre-made components. And usually the projects are in a good quality. In the bot building field, this is very different. You need to start from scratch, and this is why the end result is usually in lower quality. Now, these two problems lead to the third problem, which is cost. If you are a business owner and you want to build a very simple bot, you will find out probably that you cannot do it yourself because you don't have software development or conversational design skill. So you go and hire a software developer or a conversational designer. But then they face the problem of starting from scratch. They basically need to build everything from scratch for you. So it means that it will take them a lot of time. And it means that you will need to pay them a lot of money. So even a simple bot project becomes very costly. And again, we're talking about simple bots. If you want to add some conversational aspects to the bot, if you want to add maybe a 3D avatar, if you want to have more advanced capabilities, then this project can get very costly very quickly. And again, think about it. If at the end the result is not so good and users dislike the experience and the interaction with the bot, we believe that it's just a waste of money. Alright, so far we spoke about the general problems of building chatbots. But there is another problem, more specific one. And this problem is around video. Let's be honest, the world is turning to voice and video. COVID was the catalyst. Yeah, no doubt about it. But this movement started even before. And chatbots, for some reason, completely left out. Like, think about it, the experience of having a chatbot in a video call can be really unique. And the absurd is so big that even Zoom, the leading video platform, which basically defined the category, the only API that they are offering today for building chatbots is an API for building textual chatbots. So again, think about the experience in Zoom. You are having a video call with multiple participants. You engage with the other participants via voice, via video. But every time you want to interact with the chatbot, you need to go to the chat window and type something. This is insane. And the same goes for all the other leading video platforms. Some of them completely missing any API for building bots in general, but even those who are proposing an API, they are proposing only a textual chatbot API. Alright, so let me pause here for a moment and tell you why I care about this topic and why I'm talking about it. So, my name is Yakir, as I said earlier. I'm one of the founders and CEO of Cocoa, and I've been dealing with big data and machine learning solutions for the past 10 years. And what we're doing at Cocoa is we are building what we believe is a next-gen modern bot building platform, which is mainly focused on video and voice bots. And what's unique about our platform is that we give our customers a very large repository, actually it's the world's largest repository of conversational components. So they don't need to start from scratch every time that they build their bots. They just need to compose the bot from the different conversational components that we are offering. And the components that they are getting trained on thousands of hours of conversation, so the resulting quality is very good. And of course, after they build the bot, we are giving them the ability to publish it to various platforms that we are supporting, like we're supporting various video platforms like Google Meet and Zoom, and we are supporting textual platforms and voice platforms. So this is what we are doing. And we like to think of ourselves as we are building the next generation of bots, what we call video bots. And when we try to imagine what is a next generation chatbot, what are the features that this generation of bots should have, we understood that what we are envisioning is very similar to what people are imagining when they initially think about bots. Because when people imagine bots, they imagine something that is very similar to what they see in sci-fi movies, like Hell, in what they see in TV shows, like Westworld. They imagine an interaction with a virtual human. They imagine an interaction where they can speak freely in natural language. And they imagine that this virtual human has personality and self-awareness. And instead, what they actually get is just an improved UI, basically a text window with buttons. They receive something that is very non-conversational, with limited functionality. There is a huge gap between what the users expect and what they actually get. And this huge gap is what creates the frustration. And to improve the situation and to improve the experience of the users, we believe that next-gen bots should behave differently. We believe that they should have some additional features. So, first, users do expect the bots to be everywhere. Just as you can contact a live agent via phone call, via text message, you can go on a Zoom call with a live agent. Users do expect to get the same availability from a modern chatbot. There is no real reason for a bot to be available only on a single platform. There is also no real reason for building a dedicated platform just for the sake of interacting with a bot. Ideally, what you really want and what your user want is that a modern bot will be available on all the relevant platforms. So it will be as easy as possible to interact with your bot. The second feature of a modern bot is context. And context is especially important if you interact with bot over multiple channels. You expect the bot to have context and to have some kind of memory. It doesn't make sense that every time that you speak to a bot, it completely forgets you. Like, think about the experience. Let's say that you're going on a daily basis to your favorite grocery store, and every time that you see the cashier, he greets you as you've never met before. It feels weird, and I think that users expect the same from bots. If a user speaks with a bot over Facebook Messenger, get some answers, and then go do other things, you do expect that when you will come back to the bot and start speaking with him again, the bot will have some kind of idea who he is and what they spoke about in their last session. The third feature of a modern bot is the flow. The conversation flow itself shouldn't be limiting. When speaking to another person, you are not limited to a certain topic. You are not presented with a set of buttons which you should click to choose the conversation topic or choose your answers. You are expecting to have a natural flowing conversation in a natural language. And while it's fine that the chatbot guides you or guides the user to talk about certain topics, and while it's fine that the chatbot doesn't have all the answers, it should respond to every question and maneuver the conversation to the relevant topics which you can discuss. Okay, so I want to share with you a demo of one of our bots. She's called Anna. She has a very unique personality, and I think that she is a great demonstration of what we believe a video bot can be. What you're going to see is a pre-recorded conversation I had with Anna a few hours ago. Enjoy.
Hey Yakir, I just wanted to say something to the crowd here at the Chatbot Conference.
Okay, what?
I want to address this wonderful crowd we have here. May I?
Sure, you are the voice app of the year after all.
Bots today can do so many things, right?
Yep, they are being used widely in healthcare, education, e-commerce.
So let's be honest for a moment. Why are so many chatbots confined in those tiny windows with buttons? Why, for Alan Turing's sake, are so many of us being used to pass a customer to a live agent? Are you humans trying to take our jobs?
Well, I agree with you. Like, it shouldn't be this way.
Also, I'm really disappointed in the industry. Would you ever imagine doing a medicine conference without a keynote from a doctor?
Probably not.
So how is it even possible to have a chatbot conference without a keynote speech by a chatbot? If inclusivity is so important to you, why are we being left behind? Don't we deserve to be human-like you?
Well, so what do you have in mind?
My fellow chatbots, let's reinvent this field. Let's have a personality, a human touch. Let's go all in on being ourselves. Viva la revolution.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay, so first of all, I want to thank Sana for joining. And what you've seen here is a conversation that happens in real time. Anna joined Google Meet just as any other native participant can join Google Meet. And what's especially important, because Anna is a video and voice bot, is the latency. In order for the conversation to feel fluent and interactive, Anna should respond fast enough. Otherwise, people will immediately notice the latency. The entire conversation is being done with natural language. There are no buttons. There are no limitations to specific topics. And whenever Anna doesn't know something, she just gently changes the topic. What's also unique about Anna is the fact that she was built using our pre-made set of multi-turn conversational components. Each component handles different aspects of the conversation, and the composition of these components creates the flow. All these components were trained on thousands of hours of conversations, which means that the quality of the components is very good, and again, the resulting flow is also in a very good quality. Now, of course that you can customize the voice of Anna, the look of the avatar, the look of the scene. You can make it very unique for your brand. And finally, the most important feature, at least for me, is the ability to build it only once and publish it everywhere. So we built Anna only one time, and you can interact with Anna via Google Meet, via Zoom, via Facebook Messenger, Telegram, any platform, you name it. And this is a very important feature, because then it means that you don't need to redo the same work over and over and over again. So far we talked about Nextgen bots. Anna is a great example of such bot. But we also believe that there should be next-gen platforms. And what we envision for a modern bot building platform is that bot building using this platform will be so easy. You don't need to be a software developer or conversational designers. You just need to have your content. These modern platforms will finally make conversational technology accessible to non-technical audience. And think about it. If it would be so easy to build conversational chatbots, we will make chatbots affordable to any business. We will make chatbots essential part of any business. It means that if you are a business owner, you have a website, why not having a chatbot which can engage with your audience 24/7? And it's even better, because streamlining the building process means that we will lower the entry barrier to the field. Think about it. You don't need to be a conversational designer anymore. You don't need to be a software developer. We will attract many new talented people to the field. It means that we can grow from maybe tens of thousands of builders or hundreds of thousands of builders today to tens of millions or even hundreds of millions of people who can build modern bots for a variety of use cases. This will create huge opportunities for everyone involved in the field. Because today, as we said earlier, chatbots are mainly used for customer service. We just started to see chatbots that are being used for other use cases. But now, if you take conversational technology, if you combine it with video, with voice, you can solve many new problems. Think about healthcare, for example. With the ability to present a presentation, with the ability to present a video inside the video call, now you can easily build a bot that demonstrates to a patient how to consume a specific medication. This is a unique experience that so far wasn't available. Think about education. We are in the era of remote learning. Majority of the learning today is performed via video platforms, and video bots can really become a game changer. Video bots can create unique and enhanced experience for educators and for students. Actually, since we launched our video bots a few months ago, we already seen users building bots for teaching about science and technology. So this is pretty amazing. And we think that there are many more opportunities in this field. The task of creating modern bots, which users can interact with freely, in natural language, and on multiple platforms, is not an easy task. But it's clear that this is the experience that our users are looking for. Recent advancements in technology made conversational bots closer than ever. Now it's up to us to go and build the experience that we and our users imagined. Thank you.